You know it. You love it. Or hate it. A lot of people hate it, actually. It's Ink-tober 2025. I actually love these types of challenge. I love pushing myself. I love straining myself. I haven't posted in so long, but it feels so good to be back. But we are not just simply doing Inktober. We're adding a couple rules. Just a couple. AK 2. Rule 1. Draw the day of. No preparation like a smart person, how usually people would do it. None of that. Just sit down, draw. If I get an idea, I get an idea. But I can't draw it till the next day. Now, Rule 2. There must be a flower. Whether it's a tiny little thing, or just a little bit of something, or it's the main premise of it, has to be a tiny little flower. And what better way to represent this, than a mustache flower? Makes sense. Anyway, the next one is honestly the one I had the most promise, excitement for. Weave. However, it turned out horrible, so we're gonna skip it. But it still was done. So, next one was crown. And this one, well, the sketch speaks for itself. Look how good that looks. This was the one I was most excited for. I was really happy with how it was turning out, until I wasn't because I overworked the paper, because I cheaped out on the paper. I bled through it. But still counts, so we're giving it a half check. Now, don't click off. I'm a good artist, I swear. This art, I decided to take an entire day for, because I was darned and determined to make it good, to make it lasting, to actually show myself. Now, typically, I actually take multiple days to do any painting, usually a week. But then I actually had to go on vacation, so we had to put a backlog on it. But multiple days later, we got back to it. I had things to do, everything else to do. The drawing, it gave me great pause and everything else like that. I know I said draw the day off, but that was more of in preparation. This was for a previous day. So, rules are still not broken. But as I was saying, before I got sidetracked, I usually take multiple days to draw. I usually slowly draw them, slowly plan them, slowly everything. I usually don't sit down and go do. I still have a painting that I'm slowly working on, which is horrible because I cannot focus on multiple things. So whenever I put it down, things usually get put down fast and they don't get picked up for a good while. But this is murky. My magic frog who sing a lily in their future. And that's a check off the old block. Now, since I had a giant backlog, I decided to do the only thing anyone would normally do. Draw as many of them as I could. Now, I did get a little stumped on a good couple of them and took me a couple more days, which added to the backlog. Lots and lots and lots of backlog. But I got them. Most of them. Some of them I had trouble with. I couldn't figure out starfish. So, for the life of me, I decided, you know what, we're gonna move on to the next thing. And then, I still couldn't figure it out. and so on and so forth. So I just kept moving forward, jumping between different ones, jumping between them as best I could, trying to get them done. And I don't know why I'm lingering on the shot of me tapping my fingers for so long, and now I finally move off. But yes, I got a good many of the sketches done. The backlog was pretty darn much over. Slight issue, in all honesty though. It was close to the end of the month. It was the 28th. So, I had to get to work. I started sketching as much as I could. I sketched my little heart out. And not to mention, I had to actually thank them, finish them. But, as I usually do, I hold on. And I push through. So you know what happened? Why is the black screen lasting so long? I don't know why the black screen is lasting so long. It should have been over by now. It should be over by now. It should be over by now. There we go. Now, we get to the epic moments of me finishing these up. It won't be long, but I'll shut up and let the time lapse commence. Now, I'm gonna be 100% honest. That wasn't much of a time lapse for one main reason. All of them, and I mean all of them, pretty much turned out horrible. Horrible. But this guy actually turned out fantastic. I love him. So just a recap, this guy also turned out good. And so did this mustache guy. That, I don't know why I showed him again. Damn, I'm rusty at editing. But nonetheless, 3 drawings out of 10, I believe. Or 9. That's not a good ratio. And I don't want to end this video off on a sour note. That's not gonna fly. That's not gonna do. That's not gonna go. I don't want to go out like that. No. 10 drawings, 3 were good. We have one more day. One more day to get everything going. So we gotta thin out the herd. We're gonna get rid of the rest of these. Trunks, Deal, Ornate, Rivals. We're gonna get rid of all those. So the last things left is that last little row. But again, last day. So we gotta get rid of every single one of those as well. You see that one over there? With the half check mark? The one that I was so happy for, then I wore through the paper. That's the one we're gonna do. We are going out on Crown. We are. Last day, we're doing Crown. So, I sat down. I decided, going big with this one. The biggest one I have. So, I started sketching. Sketching that little frog coming out from the water. Looks so cute. I really wanted this guy to turn out good. this was the video that I'm coming back to YouTube with. So, wanted to go out on a good note. I stayed up all night. And then, it dawned on me. My time was up. I missed my deadline. But, just because I missed my deadline, doesn't mean I'm gonna give up. I went outside, I enjoyed the sun, I enjoyed the sunrise, the grass, the dew, and I knew I needed to hurry. So I couldn't do my watercolor, I had to use alcohol markers. I'm not too terribly used to using them, but I had to do what I had to do. I did YouTube for over a year, doing shorts content, doing all that. I loved it. Didn't really get many views. My YouTube channel actually was doing pretty darn well. Nearly got 1,000 subscribers, but I got burnt out. I love YouTube. I wanna do YouTube. So this is my return. And I couldn't do that with making not a big splash with my first video. By big splash, I mean good piece of art. I've made a couple, but I wanted this one to be good. The finale. And it's not my best work. There's certainly things better. But man, that frog be frogging. And I'm lingering on this shot for too long. Again, it's been well over a year since I did YouTube, and I did shorts content. So, I'm not used to editing! I need to get off of this single shot. I think part of the reason is, for some reason, it zoomed in extra. So with the ink-tober shots and the first roll thing, it got cut off. I don't know why. It's the middle of November. I need to upload this, so I don't really have time to fix this. But now we're coming up on the end of it, actually. Typically with watercolor, I would have done the background a lot prettier, but since it was alcohol markers and I wasn't particularly used to them, I had this little grand idea to put in little splots. Like little cards of background. And I like it, but I don't like it at the same time. Now, I'll leave myself to it. Let you listen to the music, and whenever the little thing's done, I'll leave you to it. And I'll talk a little more. Oh, never mind, it's done. I misread the time. But yeah, this is it. This is the grand finale. Again, it's a little zoomed in, so I'll toss up a little picture right about now. There we go. This is it. It's not my best work. It's not worse. I intended to show you other art that I've done to show you I actually can draw. But yeah. Anyway. Thank you much for watching. And subscribe if you like this.